Hello, hello, my viewers. Welcome back to my channel. This is Yemi again, and thanks for always subscribing. Thanks for always subscribing. I'll have to speak and shout a bit louder because I got a microphone problem. So you have to please bear with me. Today, I'm just trying to have this conversation on women doing the chasing. You understand? What I mean here is that women doing chasing after the men, or women toasting men themselves, or women doing like going on one knee to say, "I want your hand in marriage." That's what I mean. Like women, actually, we women doing the chasing. My take on that. For me, I love the good. Before I start, I would like to say, that women doing the chasing is I've always, because I'm very, very kind of traditional, and I love the old-fashioned way of men chasing women. I grew up in the village, so all these women chasing men is a Western thing to me. It's something I got to maybe eye opener when I came to UK. It's not something I know back home in the village where I grew up in Nigeria. It's not something I'm aware of. So being aware of it here is like an eye opener in a frightening way. I don't love it. I don't like it. I don't see women to be supposed to be in that position. And why I don't really like it. Why? My reasons, like, number one, I'll tell you. Number one, when we women, we are created, like when God made us, He made us to support, to be the first. God created Adam, and then He made Eve. Eve is to be the backbone to Eve was supposed to be the backbone of Adam, and Adam was supposed to be there to stand by his side and protect his wife and make sure she's safe and provide for her. As a woman, we're there to make sure we look after give back to the children, look after our home, look after the husband. But it's not really in the power of a woman now to be I'm not saying not the head, but at the same time, not the husband either, and not the breadwinner. I know nowadays things are really, in this Western world, things are just like all over the place. Things are like scattered. It's kind of like confusion. That's what's mostly I see in UK, confusion. Even women are confused. So I'm not really an advocate of women going to do the toasting. You see a man you like, then you run after the man and say, you know what, wow, I can't find you sexy. I want I want to take you out. I want you to see, let's go on a date. Like, I know it happens. Do I appreciate, love that? No, I don't. And if you ask me, yes, if I see a man I like, would I, and maybe you think he looks so gorgeous, would I run after him and say, oh, you look sexy? No, I won't. I'll let it slide. Because it's, number one, I feel uncomfortable with that. It makes me, I'm a shy person. I feel uncomfortable with that. I don't think I can go through with it. Even if I go through with that, I wouldn't even know whether he's in love with me, because I did the chasing. I won't even know whether my head will be all over the place. So I'm not gonna even bring myself to that level. I can't just do it. I can't get around to it. And number two, the reason why I'm saying this is because when you women have to do the chasing, at the same time, it's a lot it's a lot on the woman. You do the chasing. You also have to give your body to this man. You also have to even maybe it goes into the situation you fancy him, and then you have to go on one knee to say, I want your hand in marriage, or I want your leg in marriage. And now you still have to even get pregnant and give birth to his babies. You're like carrying all the load on your head. You've taken the load of the man, you've taken the load of yourself, and it's become on one person. You don't even let the man be a man. The man's not going to feel like a man. The man's just going to now feel like, wow, well, I barely do nothing now. I might just sit down and cross my leg. So you just have to do everything yourself. And then later on, and he's like, oh, he's doing nothing for me. Why he's doing nothing for you is because you were the one that caught the shot for this relationship in the first place. You are the one that put a ring on his hand. You are the one that made him, like, said you planned the wedding. And everything, he just had to lay back there and do nothing, and then you do all the whole lot. So I'm not going to be surprised if it's just himself, as if, yeah, I'm just like maybe freelancer, just eat and you spend your money and then go after other women. And you don't even need to cry. You don't even need to, like, you can't even complain. Who are you going to complain to? Then they will ask you, how did you meet? So I toasted him. Oh, how did you two even manage to even come together? Oh, I chased after him and I gave him a ring and I knelt down. It gets more embarrassing. It gets more, like, uncomfortable to hear. I don't think people will even applaud you. And, it takes away femininity from a woman. Yes, I'm an advocate of femininity. And it takes away that from a woman. I mean, you look at me. And the point is that I want my woman to be a woman. I want my man to be a man as well. I want a man to take his position as a man. Be a man that you are born to be. And you have to do the toasting. If you can't toast a woman yourself, I don't know, tell your families to get you a woman. I mean, that some people do that. But he belittle a man himself if a woman have to chase after you, go on their knee and say he wants your hand in marriage. It doesn't. You can't tell your friends that's what really happened. It doesn't. It takes away masculinity from a guy. It doesn't make a guy. If a guy thinks, oh, that makes me freelancer, it doesn't. It only make you look little, and you can't boast of that in front of your mate. No, you can't. So I still don't just give into it. I'm still not, and I still don't applaud to it. So for me, I said, I don't like all these women rearing after men, and you turn yourself to a man rearer, start rearing men all over the place. You have to put all your energy, your strength, try to look good, try to make sure he fancy you, and try to be the one to spend, be the spender on the man, which it shouldn't be. Things now they get confusing. Like, I mean, why is the whole thing just get confusion? I think it's just a Western thing, because where I come from, I mean, this doesn't happen. It's just a Western thing. This is something as I saw in the UK here, and I don't like it. My husband told me, he came to me himself, and and I didn't even say yes at the first instance, not even at the second instance. It was love at first sight, yes, but I still have to show off. I still have to pretend as if I don't love him. I still have to, like, give him some, let him work for this. It's a lot, So I still have to let him work for it. I mean, I was still, like, pretending, when we make fancy, you want it. I know I want it. So, but I still have, like, you have to try. So, but but at the end of the day, I know I still have interest in him. I'm not going to let him go. But I didn't show it. Like, I didn't really, really show it. I was still pretending to be, you still have to put more effort. So, but genuinely, it makes me know he's in love with me. So that's why I don't like a man. I don't like women rearing after men. Let the man do the effort. If it doesn't come to you, then it's not meant to be yours. You understand what I'm saying? If it doesn't come to you, it's not meant to be yours. You just have to just, look elsewhere. One day yours will come, and when it comes, he will respect you. And you don't worry, you're gonna love him. God will make you love him, and that's gonna happen. So I'm just gonna leave it here. But tell me what you think and share. Go down to my link. If you think I'm maybe too kind of old-fashioned, send it down my link. But I'm an old-fashioned. Yes, I agree. But do I look old-fashioned? No. You can look fashionable. You can look like, posh, and still make sure you keep tradition. Tradition, don't let it disappear. So subscribe down my link and leave your comment and keep showing me your love. This is Yemi, your host. Thank you.